Dana Wiggins here, Kawasaki Motocross Racing. Jake Weimer, number 21 mechanic. We're here at Kawasaki today and we're going to give you a tour of our race shop. Production parts are they start on this side of the room. Production parts down this side, in front here. Production parts down the left side here. And these are most of our, what we call factory parts. Parts that aren't made here or don't come from here. All of our KHI parts are down towards the end. Brakes, discs, hubs. Obviously our rental sprockets, everything, grips, everything's on this side. Shop supplies, basically. As you can see, our rims are here. Rims here, plastic, filters, graphics, pipes, everything's down this aisle. Our parts room's pretty maintained. We like to keep it kind of organized so we know where things are at and try to keep it as clean as possible. Department, this is where Rick Ash builds our race motors. Theo Lockwood builds test motors and practice motors, and obviously he's our EFI guy. So this is where all the horsepower is made, ideas come up with. Here's all our engines that are either timed out, practice motors, race motors, engines that need to be rebuilt. Assuming some of these maybe are like Jake Weimer's L-Smart motor, trying to be rebuilt. Unidil is still city, pilot. So obviously those need to be gone through.
How long do you guys get off a motor?
Outdoors we went 2 races, Supercross we go 3. Build all my bikes. I have Jake Weimer's test bike, getting ready for next week's test. I have Jake Weimer's Monster Energy Cup bike being prepped, ready to go. As you can see, we're going to run the black frames again for that race, swing arms. And then this is going to be Jake Weimer's practice bike that I will ship to Florida when he goes back after Bercy. So he'll have a fresh bike when he gets there.
How do you guys ship the bikes to Bercy?
We have crates sitting out back.
So it's no longer like shipping suspension and stuff like that?
Some guys do, but for us to go back, that's kind of been the deal, is we want to take our own bike. We don't want to carry parts.
Yeah.
It's just these guys are so fast nowadays, you don't want to put them on a production bike.
Yeah.
I mean, not that they can't handle it, because it does work, but these guys are used to this bike that they race all year long, and then to go over there and put them on a bike that they're kind of unfamiliar with just doesn't make sense.
How is Jake to work for? Like,
Jake's
when it comes
awesome.
to practice bikes and stuff, is he rough on equipment?
No, he's actually pretty easy. He's got Ryan Rowley, his practice bike mechanic, who takes care of all his practice stuff for the most part. But he's good and keeps him up to standard. And no, Jake's pretty easy. He knows bikes, they last a while, and he doesn't really hammer them, so he's pretty good on them.
Is there any setup that he likes that maybe is kind of quirky or unique to him?
No, not at all. Jake's actually a pretty normal guy. We're going to try a few different things this year with like handlebar wise, and maybe try to lower the bars and maybe just try to adjust his setup a little bit. But he's pretty basic. Levers are pretty normal. Handlebars are pretty normal right now. Yeah, he's basic. All the parts laid out, ready to go. You can build a bike in a day. Like when we're at a race, it takes us 12 hours to tear a bike down, clean it, and put it back together. But if you gotta build a bike from scratch, chasing parts all day, it takes you about 2 days. That's the hard part, is chasing parts. Just trying to find everything, and sometimes you don't have everything, but the bike's already built, like a race bike, and then you just gotta tear it down and build it again. 12 hours is about the time. We are in what we call the cage. It's where we store most of our parts that don't fit in our little parts room that you saw in the beginning. So we'll take you here and show you what we got.